And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
All right, now here we go. Two.
The 1st carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They pitch it out to Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Great 15, great 15.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle. He's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Procise. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. C.J. Procise, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
We got any energy. Everyone's got 4 down. We're going. Let's go.
Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check. First. Check 3. Wait, hot. Check 6 guys. Go ahead.
A toss to Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Gun.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And right with it here over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to the ground. Cook looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Cook. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Got him in, it's right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Cook on the toss left and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, we're good.
A give. This is Cook. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Lucky 48. Move.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
They come out here in the eye.
Black. Keep going.
He'll get it up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Go ahead.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
We're good. Where's the hot? Check it. Move. Dash. Go now. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. And I got Rhino.
They'll try and run with a fullback Johnson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Least by two. Great.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first down, Wentz drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Ram. Shorty.
Now Wentz again. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Wentz to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Slack. Jason. The hard. 180. Lucky 50.
Handoff comes to Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Shotgun now for Wentz. Finding room at the 30. Caught left side, Williams. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Wentz now on first down. They still can't get him. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Wentz to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Shorty.
Now Wentz on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lion.
On first down, Procise. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A second down carry for Procise. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll pitch out to Procise, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. We're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz will keep it, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go. Hey, Steamer. We're going. Let's go.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
To throw is Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Procise. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again they run. Again it's Procise. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. Aguilar has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Again, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On first down, Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Go ahead.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They pitch it out to Murray, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On third down, Murray. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jennings on the toss. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Go ahead.
A handoff. It's Murray. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Aguilar. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. 82, 82. Gray 15, Gray 15.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run for it with a giant, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.